The iPhone 17 Pro Max, Apple's shiny new crown jewel that's supposed to make your old iPhone look like a flip phone from 2005. But here's the savage truth. Not everyone needs this phone, and if you're not careful, you're about to throw money at Apple like they're your landlord collecting rent. This thing is marketed like the second coming of tech Jesus, but underneath the hype, the iPhone 17 lineup is basically a four-way personality test. The regular iPhone 17, the iPhone 17 Pro, the oversized Pro Max, and the anorexic iPhone 17 Air. Apple basically dropped a family of phones and told us, pick your poison. But which one actually makes sense and which one is Apple's latest trap? Stick around because I'm about to break down the whole lineup and tell you exactly where to save your cash, where you're getting scammed, and which model is secretly the only one worth buying. And trust me, Apple doesn't want you hearing this part. Let's start with the regular iPhone 17, the most sensible child in the family. This phone is like the Toyota Corolla of Apple's lineup. Nothing flashy, nothing screaming, look at me, but it just works, and it works damn well. You finally get a proper 48 megapixel camera, which means your vacation selfies won't look like they were shot on a potato, and you get the same clean Apple design that somehow convinces people to pay more for aluminum and glass than they would for rent in Los Angeles. Storage-wise, don't let Apple rob you blind. If you're not filming entire movies in ProRes 4K, you don't need 1 terabyte, and you definitely don't need 2 terabytes. That's like buying a U-Haul truck just to bring home your groceries. Stick to 128 or 256 gigabytes and call it a day. Apple taxes storage like it's the IRS, and you can always slap on an external SSD for way less money. Seriously, stop donating to Tim Cook's yacht fund. Now, for my creators out there, the Instagram hustlers, the TikTok filmmakers, the freelancers shooting weddings on the weekend, the iPhone 17 Pro is your sweet spot. This is where Apple finally gives you the camera gear and AI-assisted tricks to make your content pop. Without forcing you to carry around a phone that feels like a brick, it's got the right mix of power and portability, the kind of phone that pays for itself if you're actually using it to make money. And even if you're not, it's still the smartest flex you can buy because it looks premium without being ridiculous. But here's the twist. You might be thinking, wait, what about the Pro Max? Isn't bigger always better? Oh no, my friend, that's the trap Apple wants you to fall into. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is the Costco membership of smartphones. More screen, more size, more money, and for most people, more problems. Sure, it's got a massive display that's perfect if you're editing YouTube videos in Starbucks, or you're Shaquille O'Neal with hands the size of dinner plates. But for the average person, it's just overkill. You're paying hundreds more for bragging rights and maybe slightly better battery life. Unless you live your life glued to GPS navigation or binging Netflix on your phone 24/7, you don't need this slab of glass. Apple wants you to think it's the ultimate iPhone, but in reality, it's just the same device with an XL sticker on it. And here's the kicker. A lot of people who buy the Pro Max end up regretting it when they realize their pockets aren't built like cargo pants. Then we've got the iPhone 17 Air, the one that looks like it skipped carbs and hit the treadmill twice a day. Apple's thinnest iPhone ever. And yeah, it's beautiful, it's sleek, it feels futuristic. But here's the problem. Thinness comes at a cost. You're trading in battery life and durability for a device that looks like an Apple engineer lost a bet. If you're a minimalist who just wants a gorgeous phone that feels like nothing in your pocket, fine, maybe it's for you. But if you actually use your phone, if you're streaming, gaming, shooting video, or just someone who panics when their battery hits 20% before lunch, this phone will make you cry. Thin phones always come with trade-offs, and this one is basically a glass Diet Coke waiting to shatter. It's the red flag of the lineup. Beautiful, yes. Practical, about as practical as white pants at a barbecue. And while we're here, let's talk about Apple's favorite trick, selling you overpriced storage. If you're even thinking about buying the 1 or 2 terabytes versions of these phones, stop, put your credit card down, walk away. Unless you're literally James Cameron shooting Avatar 4 on your iPhone, you're never going to need that much storage on your device. Apple charges you more for memory than airlines charge for extra legroom, and that's saying something. Buy an external SSD for a fraction of the cost and thank me later. And don't even get me started on Apple Intelligence. It's cute, sure, but right now it feels like Siri just put on a fake mustache and tried to call itself AI. Meanwhile, Android users are out here editing photos, removing objects, and basically living in the future while iPhone users are still waiting for the beta test to end. If you're buying an iPhone just for AI features, you're about to become the family tech clown who has to send your photos to the Android guy for editing. So, who should actually upgrade to the iPhone 17 Pro Max or any of these models? If you're on an iPhone 13 or older, yes, this is a big jump. Better cameras, brighter screens, faster chips. It will feel like a totally new experience, but if you're sitting on an iPhone 14 or 15, relax. Your phone still has plenty of life in it. Save your money, skip a year, and wait for Apple to actually deliver something revolutionary instead of just making their phones thinner and more expensive. Creators and professionals who make money with their phone, sure, upgrade. Everyone else, don't fall for the keynote smoke and mirrors. Apple loves selling you the dream, but sometimes the smartest move is keeping the dream in your bank account. At the end of the day, the iPhone 17 Pro is the real MVP. The regular iPhone 17 is the safe, no-nonsense choice. The Pro Max is just an expensive flex with limited use. And the Air, well, that's Apple's skinny jeans phase, gorgeous but uncomfortable. Apple won't tell you this, but I will. Not every shiny thing in the Apple Store is worth your paycheck. And if you want the real showdown, don't miss my next video where I pit the iPhone 17 Pro Max against the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra in a battle that's going to make fanboys cry on both sides. So hit that subscribe button because Apple might want your money, but I want you walking away smarter, funnier, and way richer than when you click this video. iPhone 17 Pro Max. Don't